So now we got to talk about this brother here. Where's Diddy at? Where is Diddy at? Let me tell y'all something. And I know that people say it ain't no such thing as a coincidence, right? And it's been poking at me, right? A lot of y'all, shout out to the new people, right? But if you're not new to my channel, and you follow me, I've talked about Diddy over the years, right? And as I got older and as I mature, you know, I really don't certain things that I had a problem with back in the day, I don't have a problem with today. Like I don't care about other people's sexuality. If you choose who you want to love, that's your goddamn business. Long as you're not trying to love up on me, if you if you walk in the same bathroom with me, all right. So back in the days, a lot of us, Darion, what up? Um, a lot of us, in hip hop, it was that alternative lifestyle was new to us. We wasn't used to men walking around looking like Medea, right? Or Geraldine or Shanae or just like them trying to introduce transgenders in the Big Papa video. You know what I'm saying? Hype Williams in the bathroom scene, transgenders in the bathroom pissing with the guys. Like back then, we wasn't ready for that, right? Over the years, people got comfortable with rappers wearing dresses and so on and so forth, and everybody then became acceptance of the emperor's new clothes. Everybody started seeing the emperor's new clothes. Yeah, that nigga got on a 3-piece suit, right? So, like I said, over the years, we all matured or we learned to just turn our head to things that don't align with how we raise our kids or hang out and party or the circles that we run in, right? But some way around or another, America is trying to normalize mental illness. Some of this stuff is mental illness, and America is trying to normalize it, right? But anyway, moving forward, what I'm getting around to is that Diddy went to Diddy had the Revolt World thing, right? And I went to this. Why I went to it, I don't know. I went to it, but I went to it, right? But when I went to it, it gave me a different perspective about Diddy and people like Diddy in their positions, right? So it was weird because it was like a lot of people like, yo, Choke, what you doing going to Revolt World? Me and Gene got into it to the point Gene was goddamn in tears. Like, you know, he was mad at me for going this, that, and other. And I was trying to explain to people, right? Back then, this is September 24th, I think this was, right? I'm looking at it from a broader scope, a bigger. I'm looking at it from a broader scope and stuff because of all the kids that's there that may not know as much as I know in the entertainment industry, has not seen as far as I've seen in the entertainment industry, haven't been where I've been, right? So I'm looking at them be inspired by Diddy, right? So I'm telling people, yo, man, this, that, and it's keep poking at me that here I was saying, yo, people like Diddy is necessary because of the hope that they give, and then the Revolt World that he was doing. Nobody else in hip hop was creating a platform for all of us to come together, network, get educated, uh, and stuff. Like nobody else is doing that right now, right? So it was like as soon as I said that, and I gave it logical thought, and I expressed this to the audience, I swear to God to y'all, 30 days later, this nigga everything crashed. It was like, wait, what is Choke saying? Choke ain't tearing him down. What? What is he saying? Oh no, push the Cassie button. Blue. Because Diddy was running around for all these years. People had all these dirt on him, this, that, and the third, right? Everybody been saying, myself included, saying all this stuff, right? But when soon as I go and I say publicly that there's some type of financial benefit, I didn't say it like that, but there's some type of financial benefit and there's some type of entrepreneurial spirit gain from what he did. They crushed him. They crushed him. They totally crushed him. The nigga had the #1 album. And it actually was a good album. He just went #1. Just got the Grammy nomination. As soon as I said that, and I'm not saying this happened because of what I said, because you know they've been filing paperwork and all that shit had to been being done a long time ago. But just for me, it's like, damn, as soon as I sit there and I say, what he's doing is necessary for us as Black people, just the event. I'm not talking about all this dirt and all the other shit, this, that, and other. Just to give back and hold that event. I don't know. I think it was like a 2-day event, might have been. But to see the inspiration and the platform and the vendors, shit, the vendors alone made so much money in there. Like, I just felt like, damn, this is we need this. We need this. And then bam, 30 days later, everything I pulled from under the stool. And then now when I look at it, couple of months, September will be around. It ain't going to be no more of that. They already made him step down from that, right? So I'm not talking about the Cassie situation. I'm not talking about none of these girls suing him. I'm not talking about none of that. I'm just talking about him taking the opportunity and creating something that brought us together, like back in the day, like Jack the Rapper, How Can I Be Down? These type of events were beneficial to us as a culture, as people trying to get on, as people trying to get educated, this, that, and the third. So Diddy's been extremely quiet, which I mean, what are you going to do? What are you going to say? He can't be seen right now without people bringing that stuff up. But my point is to bring all this up is, I know this. They say it ain't no coincidence, but it to me it feel like, God damn, what a hell of a coincidence. Here, as soon as I say that that he's giving people hope with that Revolt World thing, they crushed him. They made him look like the worst piece of ish in the world. But now I'm sitting here like, okay, they got Diddy out the way for all the right reasons in the world, right? Well, who's going to fill that? Who's going to fill that spot? Who's going to do what he did? Jay-Z throws a brunch that's exclusively for nut eaters. You got to eat planners to go in the Rock Nation brunch. But in Revolt World, anybody could have walked in there. You get what I'm saying? He did something that was beneficial to the community. Jay-Z's only doing stuff in a remote location and is beneficial for niggas that eat nuts. Dr. Dre is not doing what Diddy did. Pharrell ain't doing what Diddy did. Now, Diddy could be far from a saint, but what did he do for people that don't know that side of him? He gave them all opportunity. He gave them a place to go. He gave them stages. He gave them panels. Nobody else is doing this to help the hip hop community, the Black community. Who else is doing this? 50 Cent ain't doing nothing. 50 Cent is creating jobs and stuff through television production. I'm talking about if y'all don't understand the eras of the Jack the Rappers, the How the I Can Be Down, the Hip Hop Summit, the Mixed Show Power Summit. Nobody is creating these type of things. And it's like, as soon as I say, yo, this nigga Diddy is necessary for those reasons, because what he did was phenomenal. I've been there. I went there. I seen what the benefits of it. I seen it. You know what I'm saying? And I know that the whole Cassie thing, that all that, he got to deal with all that. Outside of that, because he was still, people still was saying that he wasn't ish prior to these allegations. So it ain't like he was running around and everybody thought he was a saint and this, that, and other. No, nobody thought he was a saint way back then, right? Joanne, what up? And but it's like when I look at it, being at that event, even though, like I said, he came through, he ran through, woo, 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 shook hands, kissed babies, woo, 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 woo. But the inspiration for like, I'm telling you, man, I was at this event. It wasn't a bunch of niggas wanting to be rappers. It was all types of entrepreneurial. Some of these kids had their own sneakers already. We wasn't doing that 20 years ago. Having our own sneakers, our own computers, and our own phones and electronics, and like we birthed a ill entrepreneurial culture. Us, Black, Latinos, and hip hop that learned about independence. The babies that's coming behind us learn how to own their own companies and things like that from us. Because we learned on the job. We learned while we was coming up to be independent. We learned what independence was. Rockefeller showed us independent. Master P showed us independent. It's a bunch of independence that we learned, and we taught that to the people that's coming up behind us. This is why you got dudes like Soldier Boy, you know, doing their own little video games and stuff like that. We birthed that entrepreneurial spirit. Soldier Boy is birthing that with kids younger than him. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just wondering, like today, all this hit Diddy like a ton of bricks. Like I would really like to sit down and talk to him without asking him about any of the allegations. Like, yo, my man, what are you going through? How does it feel to have the #1 album, get Grammy nominated, you running around everybody, you back, and then niggas just pull the rug right up under your foot. Just like he was back. And no, you ain't, nigga. No, you ain't. Choke, you right. He was also trying to get BET back with Tyler. Then boom, notice how before that people were saying he killed Pac. They don't say it no more. Yeah. Yeah. Good looking for the super chat. IE Network. But what's the conversation with Puff right now with his kids, bro? What conversation is he having with his kids? The son conversation that he having with his sons, which by the grace of God, they older now. They understand a little bit more, but they still babies. The conversation he having with them is different from the conversation he having with his daughters. They didn't think about all the people that he was employing. That's all probably out of jobs right now. What is that? What is his conversations like right now? Wait. Who's going to step up? All y'all rich ass niggas, all y'all billionaires, even Kanye. What Kanye doing? Kanye should have. They probably pull the rug from under Kanye too. Somebody got to pick up where Diddy left off at. That Revolt world was something that is needed. We need those type of conferences where, you know, people can get that type of information. So everybody can stop getting jerked and robbed. His karma came back to him. Whatever bad he did or whatever, this may be the result of it. But it is still poking at me that as soon as I said what I said, it was like, yo, push the button. No. Kill a hope. I'm telling you, don't kill a hope. Don't kill a dream. Right? We got a new member to Choke No Jokers, Choke No Joke Squad team. Choke No Jokesters. Darian is now a member. All right. You know what it is. Choke No Joke. We here, baby. The world systems are on their way to collapse. He been doing bad for a long time. The factory. 50 don't really want to do good. He just want to troll Diddy. Him and Diddy gonna have a beef forever, whatever, for whatever reason. But if people are bad people, then let them have their karma, let them have their day. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sitting here defending none of the stuff that Diddy did at all. You know what I'm saying? If he need to burn, let him burn. God damn it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not defending him at all when it comes to that. But as just as a regular person, as a man, I'm not looking at him as Diddy. I'm just wondering, like, for a person that was on top of the world and they just come snatching, like where is he at mentally right now? Can you imagine running a marathon and you the first one to cross the tape? After all that running, you cross the tape and they say you won, and then somebody just come over to you like, oh, we made a mistake. No. You lost. and take the medal and give it to somebody else. That's what Diddy going through. Damn, nigga, I just had the #1 album. The #1 album. I'm nominated for a Grammy. And then bam. Now my members want to jump on the track. Oh, he definitely was going to win the Grammy. There's no question that he was going to win the Grammy. And then here's the thing that's in my head. This happens, and then Jay-Z gets a Grammy out of nowhere. Like, what did Jay-Z get a Grammy for? And then Jay-Z says some of y'all don't even belong in this category. Who was he? Was he talking about Puff? Diddy album wasn't trash. I bet you ain't even listened to it. Grammys is nothing but entertainment politics. Global award. Just knowing what it took to build your empire in a couple of decades be snatched away from you. Jay-Z turn is just around the corner for that Grammy speech. Don't believe, just watch. Diddy album was dumpster juice. No, it wasn't. Yeah. How many times you listened to it? Right. Diddy album was fire. It's just sad to see how many people sold their soul for fame. This is the domino effect. They all going down. You got a point there. Jay ain't never cared for Diddy like that. The energy between them always gave me that vibe. Jay wasn't going to let Diddy outshine him. Definitely secret competition between the two. Hey, Choke, we are not going to ever ride all the way out with that type of money. They build you up to knock you down. Whoever takes his place will be the same outcome. 100%. Jay-Z is next to be brung down to his knees. Instagram, this is going to end in a few. Y'all might want to come over to YouTube. My battery about to die. Both Puff and Jay-Z answer to somebody else. They don't run the music industry. The Jews do. We know that. J and B may have already secured their wealth. We need a hood Grammys, the Grimies. I'm disappointed about Diddy. I definitely was a Bad Boy fan. It's sad to see him go down like this. I don't buy music from 60-year-olds. Sorry. Why would you if you ain't 60, goddammit? No remorse. They all sold their soul. Jay definitely gonna make sure he ain't going out like Diddy. The energy in the world after the pandemic is dark. It's in the Bible. If you are a believer, secured in so much as the world, but not from God. I listened to it about 50 times over a month time frame on a different mental frequency. Still dumps the juice. You listen to it 50 times. I wouldn't have listened to it 50 times if I ain't like it. 3 times is enough for me. Jay-Z is going to be brung to his knees. How? 4. They're getting rid of all the old heads and want to let the youngsters come in so they could cheat them. You better believe that, right? Why so much Jay-Z hate? We love Jay-Z over here. You crazy? We love Jay-Z. This is the Jay-Z channel. They all sold out. Kenny Mac jealousy. That speech Jay-Z gave, I shook my head and said, he's next. How come Jay doesn't show up to the BET Awards if he all about the culture? Why didn't Jay-Z do anything for the 50-year anniversary of hip-hop? He didn't show up to none of them. The Grammys, none of them. Diddy don't write rhymes. He write checks. Let's talk about Kanye cancel culture. That's for another day. Using black podcasts to do their lynching agents of YouTube. You got that right, because some of these black podcasters, man, they are what you call it, Tim. I'm a member, Choke. They all right. Shout out to everybody that copped the Trump sneakers. I seen a guy with them on today. Somebody was mad at him. I'm like, what y'all gonna be mad at the hat? Now y'all mad at the sneakers? They introduced the World Wide Web and most people entered the net. Yeah, some of us are in the Matrix. So I don't know, man. I would love to interview Puff right now outside of the these allegations just to see where his head is at.